everyone, and welcome to a new series called NEKOPARA Volume 1. Now, if you guys already knew, I finished Volume 0. I'm gonna set the configurations in hopes to actually make things a little bit more less complicated. And I think I got everything hands up, down, or something now. Let's get on with the game. Now we play as a protagonist in this. Play as some kind of protagonist in this. Oh, Cashew. So that's my name. That's our protagonist's name. Phew, this should be the most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm, as a moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Wow, the frame rate is actually really good. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. I don't know. There was also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, Le Soleil. I don't know. Instead of the proper French article, Le, it was La Soleil, meaning the sun. That was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one will tell me what to do. I'm going to start completely anew, despite the stature of my family's name and everything that have happened up until now. I alone will decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Alright, in any case, I better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. This is very weird, but I'm not stammering or anything like I did at Tokyo School Life. What's with this big box? In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile. Delicate. Absolutely this high up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If they were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open up. Did the box just sneeze? Huh? What? Huh? What? How do you even fit in there? Oh, it's just a cat, huh? So it's just a troublesome cat. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh, it's Chocola. It's Chocola. Her. Oh my god. Like that will fool me! What are you doing, Chocola?
しぶりですね、ご主人様。
Oh my god, so cute! We just saw each other like home yesterday, you know.
まあ、それはそうなんですけど。あ、それよりちょっと聞いてください。引っ越し業者の人たちひどいんですよ。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね、この段ボール重いから気をつけろよとか言って、思わずふしゃーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。ふしゃーって。
All because they said the box was heavy. I think I get where you're coming from now.
一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocola puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you described Chocola. Chocola, I don't know. Well, I was getting ready to move. I did wonder why I didn't see you. Hey.
お久しぶり、ご主人。引っ越し業者のトラックの中がほこりっぽくて、鼻がムズムズつらかった。
Why is Vanilla here
シ
too?
ョコラがいるところ、それは私がいるところだから。
That's what I thought.
猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。あと私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよーとか言われた。だから私もポコ。どうすか。
Again, huh? In any case, Chocola, Vanilla, get out of here. I was on my way to end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocola and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is someone picking up the phone? Just what is Shigri doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocola and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. They can understand words and talk just like us. But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. After all, cat girls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. These days, cat girls fit into society as pets and families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls. So our family has 6, including Chocola and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that this was somehow Shigiri's doing. I see, so Shigiri was an accomplice then. Oh man.
すごく綺麗なお家ですにゃ。新しいお布団とか家具の匂いとか好きですにゃ。思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。もふもふ了解。私もそれはいいと思う。そうと決まれば、レッツゴー。
Let's go! I'll never do it again. Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves. Without any ill intentions, the 2 cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. The Minotuki residence. Well, I already left Shiguri a message, so she should probably call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, I can agree. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shiguri soon anyhow. That sounds like a really, really nice snuggle fest that you guys had. It's cute. They actually score. Good work, you two. God, you both have major. Gosh, both of you have major bedheads. Sheesh. I tidied up their hair with a comb, and their soft hair felt nice as always. I lightly bunked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why were you two hiding among my moving boxes? You had no choice, just tagged along? You two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you this isn't a vacation or a picnic? I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shiguri and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just... Oh. You have some pretty good intentions there. While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we just have lunch first then? You two were easygoing as always. I'm already having fun with this game.
NEKOPARA.
Oh my god. You'll bother those around us, so try not to get too carried away, you two. Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. You know what? Screw this. I'm considering myself the protagonist, because I did in Tokyo School Life, and I can do it here. Why? Because I can! From brand name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, we don't just have about everything, guy. That was just how the reels. Sorry about that. That was just how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shiguri often?
しぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。はあ、ご主人はほんと、ご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。
Hey, first of all, Shiguri is your master.
しぐれちゃんもご主人様だけど、しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんなんです。だからご主人様はご主人様なんです。全然違うでしょ？ね、理屈になってないけど、熱意は伝わる。さすがはショコラ。パチパチパチ。
Never mind, dude. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. Oh, how nice.
ご主人様、シャンプーはこれがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ、毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂いがする。
But that stuff is for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here.
ご主人様、ひどい。ひどいぶった切りようです。よしよし、ショコラ泣かないの。ご主人はひどい人だね。
Oh my god. Don't just say that and toss the basket all nonchalantly.
ガードが硬い。
I had to be on guard, or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when they decided to come along.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。ご主人も素直になればいいのに。
It had nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
そうです。お願いします、ご主人様。
Oh.
何卒ショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油髪は気持ち悪い。猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら、あれ。
Oh my god. Don't put on some act that will confuse customers around us. Seriously. We only just moved here. But suddenly, we're already at disapproving glares directed at us. That's great. That's great. We already have quite the controversy.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど。
Oh, I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was the same sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward that I don't think I can visit a shopping district for a while. Well, I guess you could say that was the cute side of cat girls. Cat girls are cute altogether. It definitely does. What's this smell? I turn towards the source of it. Huh?
いらっしゃいませ。美味しい出来たてのたこ焼きいかがですか？熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼きいかがですか？ああ、猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。ほんとだ。小さい子猫ちゃん、かわいい。
It was a cat girl younger than Chocolate and Vanilla. I don't know why I do that, but she waved her tiny hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, she looked like she was about 12 or 13 years old. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. The young cat girl noticed us and ran over.
猫のお姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。あ、一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃおう。ゴロゴロ。子猫は無邪気で超かわいい。半端ない。私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。なでなで。
すみません、うちの猫が。あの猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん？
The owner of the food stand greeted us. Yes, I am. Ah, well, to be more exact, my little sister is
す
an
ご
owner.
く可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし。うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。もうちょっとしたら、あんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
The food stand owner had a wry smile on her face, like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable that seeing a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, but so I don't exactly know how old they are. The veterinarian said that they were twins and were now about 9 months old. My sister's actually quite the education freak. Back then, they were really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強教えてくれたんです。いい子になれるようにって。しぐれ、厳しい。でも、おかげさまでいろいろと覚えた。
そうなんだ。いいご主人様なのね。
あ、でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですから。ね、ご主人様。通訳すると、しぐれは大事な友達。ご主人って呼ぶのは、こっちのご主人だけってことで。
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Well, I am grateful. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed, forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was embarrassing.
ちょっと上向いてごらん。上？こう？すきやり。ゴロゴロゴロ。ゴロゴロゴロ。
The three of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from
う
nearby.
ちの子も、もともと奈良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたら、お腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って、今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ、店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
The words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, was it rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering through town? Because we don't get them in real life. And if it was real, I don't know what to do. But now it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were well loved by their owners. Since the amount of unfortunate human cats have decreased, there was more of a balance, and owners were quite elated.
ほんと、責任感のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど。でも、そいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うと、なんとも言えないけどね。
Really? It was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That is true. That must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. Smile is such an uncharacteristic bought for me.
そうだった。お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。でも、これから帰ってご飯だから。ご主人が作ってくれるから、ごめん。
Chocolate and Vanilla's shoulders drooped down hardly. Aww! As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, $3 for the takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き、3つ？
Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Can you do that for me?
はい、たこ焼き3つですね。ご主人様、オーダーです。たこ焼き3つ。ご主人様。
It's going to take time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here too.
そこらも、もうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。
Wasn't it already doing it?
ご主人かっこいい。しぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある。
Oh, that's just harsh. You don't prefer me as a tsundere? A tsundere? Really? You're making me feel so... Ugh. Of course I'm a tsundere, but I'm not... Screw it. Wait, what does that
はい
mean?
はい。じゃあこっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでね。うちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
Yay!
はい、ありがとうございます。そこらはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wondered about that as I looked at chocolate and vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand.
NEKOPARA.
It's nice. Still can't get a hold of her. Were the guests over today? When I checked the clock, it was past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I tried calling Shigure several times, but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, it already gotten this late. I've never gotten this long without hearing from Shigure. I really don't understand my family schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。お背中流してあげますから。私たちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった。ご主人のエロ。
Oh, you haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃんですか？ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。
Really?
この発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。
That... Alright.
それに、ショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
にゃ？帰る支度？
Oh
ショコ
boy.
ラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども？ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし。
Well, we all know that!
ご主人かっこいい。なんか、妙に男前に見えてきた。
Okay. Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut it out. The two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. Since Shigiri isn't picking me up, I'll take you to home. So go get ready to leave. Chocolate and Vanilla turned away from me and cast her gaze downwards. Returning home on the same day I'd moved out. Seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way. Nor there was time for excuses. Looked towards Chocolate and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm going to open my bakery. I got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all that's going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two. Get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. It was a quiet voice I could barely hear. Chocolate said something with her head down. What'd you say? Came closer and asked her to repeat herself. Wait, Chocolate!
私もダットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
Wait, stop! But what are you right to?
ほらほら、ご主人様、こっちですよ。ショコラはこちらにございます。
It's dangerous. Stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt.
そんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Maybe so in Chocolate's case. But aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I got you now, Chocolate.
ご主人様のエッチ、どこ触ってるんですか？ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
Oh my god. I am not. It's because you two are running around.
スキャリです。
Hey, stop it. You're still going to run? I got you, Vanilla. Chocolate, stop, really. Like I said, stop running! Two of them won't listen to a word I said as they continued their rest with me. And that's how the first night went. Oh, that's great. For now, I'll let you stay, but only for tonight. And I'll have guest beds or futons, okay? While all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Oh my...